Astronomers report potential candidates for alien megastructures, and here's what we make of it. They could be Dyson spheres. Simon Goodwin, professor theoretical astrophysics, University of Sheffield, says there are three ways to look for evidence of alien technological civilizations. One is to look out for deliberate attempts by them to communicate their existence, for example, through radio broadcasts. Another is to look for evidence of them visiting the solar system. And a third option is to look for signs of large-scale engineering projects in space. A team of astronomers have taken the third approach by searching through recent astronomical survey data to identify 7 candidates for alien megastructures known as Dyson spheres, deserving for further analysis. This is a detailed study looking for oddballs among stars, objects that might be alien megastructures. However, the authors are careful not to make any overblown claims. The 7 objects, all located within 1,000 light years of Earth, are M dwarfs, a class of stars that are smaller and less bright than the Sun. They've located 7 such objects. Dyson spheres were first proposed by the physicist Freeman Dyson in 1960 as a way for an advanced civilization to harness a star's power, consisting of floating power collectors, factories, and habitats. They take up more and more space until they eventually surrounded almost the entire star like a sphere. What Dyson realized is that these megastructures would have an observable signature. Dyson's signature, which the team searched for in the recent study, is a significant excess of infrared radiation. And that's because megastructures would absorb visible light given off by the star, but they would not be able to harness it all. Instead, they'd have to dump extra energy as infrared light with a much longer wavelength. Unfortunately, such light can also be a signature of a lot of other things, such as a disk of gas and dust, or disks of comets and other debris. But the 7 promised candidates are not obviously due to a disk, as they were not good fits to disk models. It's worth noting, though, there is another signature of Dyson sphere. That visible light from the star dips as the megastructure passes in front of it. Such a signature has been found before, and there was a lot of excitement about Tabby's star, or KIC 8462852, which showed many really unusual dips in its light that could be due to an alien megastructure. It almost certainly is not an alien megastructure. A variety of natural explanations have been proposed, such as clouds of comets passing through the dust cloud, but it's an odd observation. An obvious follow-up on the 7 candidates would be to look for this signature as well. The case against Dyson spheres. Dyson spheres may well not even exist, however. I think they are unlikely to be there. That's not to say they could not exist. Rather, that any civilization capable of building them would probably not need to, unless it was some mega art project. Dyson's reasoning for considering such megastructures assumed that advanced civilizations would have vast power requirements. Around the same time, astronomer Nikolai Kardashev proposed a scale on which to rate the advancement of civilizations, which was based most entirely on their power consumption. In the 1960s, this sort of made sense. Looking back over history, humanity had just kept exponentially increasing its power use as technology advanced and the number of people increased, so they just extrapolated this ever-expanding need into the future. However, our global energy use has started to grow much more slowly over the past 50 years, and especially over the last decade. And what's more, Dyson and Kardashev never specified what these vast levels of power would be used for. They just fairly reasonably assumed that they'd be needed to do whatever it is that advanced alien civilizations do. But as we now look ahead to future technologies, we see efficiency, miniaturization, nanotechnologies promise vastly lower power use. The performance per watt of pretty much all technologies is constantly improving. A quick calculation reveals that if we wanted to collect 10% of the sun's energy at the distance the Earth is from the sun, we would need a surface area equal to 1 billion Earths. And if we had a super advanced technology that could make that megastructure only 10 kilometers thick, that would mean we'd need about 1 million Earths worth of material to build them from. A significant problem is that our solar system only contains about 100 Earths worth of solid material, so our advanced alien civilization would need to dismantle all the planets in 10,000 planetary systems and transport it to the star to build their Dyson sphere. To do it with the material available in a single system, each part of the megastructure could only be 1 meter thick, about 3 feet thick. This is assuming they use all the elements available on the planetary system. If they needed, say, lots of carbon to make their structures, then we're looking at dismantling millions of planetary systems to get hold of it. Now, I'm not saying a super advanced alien civilization could not do this, but it is one hell of a job. I'd also strongly suspect that by the time a civilization got to the point of having the ability to build a Dyson sphere, they'd have a better way of getting the power than using a star if they really needed it. I have no idea, but they are super advanced civilizations. Maybe I'm wrong, but it can't hurt to look. And this is by Brian Keogh on The Conversation. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.